And hello, this is Jim Miller, and we're live on Facebook and YouTube. And this is Unlocking Personal Leadership Live. It's Longevity Tuesday. We talk about living long and living strong. And this is episode number 49 of the series. And I was excited to talk to you about this subject today because I periodically go in, like every couple of weeks, I go into the gym and do my weight measurements. And I use an app that's on Google Play. It's probably on Apple too. It's called StarFit, StarFit, and it's pretty cool because you go in and you stand on a little pressure plate that has electrodes on it, and you stand in your bare feet, wash it off with all this stuff so you don't spread any germs, and then you stand on this pressure plate, and it has a readout on it, and then there's a cord that comes off of it, and you hold on to that, and there's electrodes on that for your thumbs and your fingers too. So it's sending electricity through your body, and it reads everything that you got going on. It's pretty amazing. And I was very excited when I got on this time because I looked at it and it's like, oh, I lost like 4 pounds. It's like, well, okay, that's cool. But then I looked at the results and got it. The devil is always, always in the details. And so I looked at the details and I was like, wow, not time to really celebrate because that weight came off in areas I did not want the weight to come off on. And it took me a minute to figure out why, but I think I've got a reason and I'm making adjustments again. So having this feedback every couple of weeks is really valuable for me. Being able to go in and get these measurements so I can tell based on what I'm eating and what I'm doing and what's happening in my body, I can be much better at controlling what I eat on a day-to-day basis, hour by hour, sometimes minute by minute. Sometimes I have cravings. I've been getting cravings for things that are probably and I've been indulging probably more than I should in carbs, bread, and butter, and some desserts from time to time. Lisa and I go out to eat, and we share a dessert sometimes, and so I've been craving that stuff, and it's like, why am I craving that? So that's my mission now, is to find out why I'm craving. I think it's because I'm probably not taking enough oil. My body doesn't want the sweets necessarily, but it's looking for that oil, the fat. It's the good fats, the MCT oil, and the cod liver oil, and the flaxseed oil that I take, and olive oil and avocado oil. Those are all the good healthy oils. And then I eat fat from the meat that we get. I get grass-fed finished beef, and there's usually a little bit of fat in there. So I'll eat that. I won't throw it away. That's good stuff. And so taking more of and exercising more frequently. That's a big deal. I haven't been doing that as much. So that kind of ties into the equation. So when I initially went in the other day on Sunday and measured myself, I was like, yes, I lost 4 pounds, but no. So let me share with you what I had. So, let me bring up this StarFit first. You want to see what this is. This is pretty cool. So this is the StarFit app, and you can go on to Google play.google.com, and just search for StarFit, and this will come up, that logo you'll see. And it's pretty cool. So you go in and you measure yourself, and it pops up with this readout, and it gives you your weight. And you're like, cool. But then it gets into all kinds of other details. It checks your BMI, it checks your body fat, it checks your free fat body weight, fat-free body weight, your subcutaneous fat, your visceral fat. Those are the two that get me, the subcu fat and the visceral fat. Visceral fat is what's inside your belly that you don't see. It's behind your muscles or your snack pack. My snack pack. And so it's that fat that accumulates in your gut, in between everything. That's the unhealthy stuff. That's really what I want to get rid of. And that went up. So I was like, crap, I got to get rid of that. So then it checks your body water. It checks your skeletal muscle. It checks your muscle mass and your bone density and a bunch of other stuff. So it's a really really cool app, and these graphs come out, and you can see exactly what's going on when you look at the data. And so taking all that into consideration, I'll share with you what happened to me. I was the previous time I was at, let's see, when I weighed myself last time, it was April 1st, 2024, and I was at 189. And then I measured myself again on April 14th. So, about 2 weeks. And I was at 186. So I lost 3.5, 4 pounds, according to this. But my BMI went down, which is a good thing, apparently. And my body fat, but there's the big but, my body fat went up 2.7%. Crap. And then my body water went down, so I'm not drinking enough water. My skeletal muscle went down 1.6%. So I went from 44 pounds to 42.5 pounds on skeletal muscle. So it's like, gosh. And then my BMR, which is how many, the kcals you're burning, went down. So that's not good. And then my fat-free body weight went down 4.4 pounds. Funny, that's about how much weight I lost. So subcutaneous went up 1.9%. So that went from 16 to 18, about 2 pounds. Sub-Q fat. And then my visceral fat, this is the bad one. This one went up 1 pound. So I went from 7 pounds to 8 pounds of that visceral fat, that crap that's inside my gut. Ugh, I don't like that. I want to get rid of that stuff. And normal range is so wide. When you look it up and you say, well, what is the normal range for visceral fat? And it says from 1 to 12 pounds is really what you want to have. So it's like, what the heck? I'm at 8 pounds now, and I don't want to be there. I want to be down around 2 or 3 pounds. That's, I think, the optimal. It says, if you're, and also another thing I checked was my circumference around my belly. And if you're, I was 39 inches, and it says if you're, I think it was 35 to 40, then you're in the risk area. And if you're 40 or above, you're very high risk. So I want to get my belly down below 35. Used to be like 32, and used to be. That was a long time ago. But that's where you want to be healthy, is when your circumference is down, your belly circumference is down. That means you're getting rid of your visceral fat. And that visceral fat, if you read about it, you'll find out that that's the bad stuff. So you want to get rid of that. And what's driving it is eating. The easiest way to get rid of it is to cut way back on sugar and cut way back on your carbs and eat more like the proper keto, which is more fat, more complex carbohydrates, and proteins. Smaller amount of high quality protein, bigger complex carbohydrate load or meals, and also the high fat, the good fats. So in getting your omega-3 and omega-6 balanced out, most of the fat that we eat is seed oil fats and fried food fats. And that's a lot of that is hey, Dennis from China, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I see your posts. You're doing a lot of cool stuff out there traveling around. I saw you were in Ghirardelli Square a while back. That's fun. That was one of my old stomping grounds. I grew up near San Francisco. We used to go there a lot, and it's a beautiful place. San Francisco is one of my favorite cities in the world. It's changed a bit recently, but I'm optimistic that it'll go back to its former grandeur at some point. So thank you for the best wishes from China. So wanted to just talk today a little bit more about health and getting that weight down. And my results that I got were kind of disappointing. I had the visceral fat went up, and then my muscle mass went down. I've been working on that, trying to build myself back up again. My muscle mass went down 4.4 pounds. What's up with that? Well, it's not exercising enough. It's probably my hormone levels are down. No weight loss in San Francisco. Dennis says, yeah, I know. Especially going to Ghirardelli Square. They have the most amazing chocolate. And those sundaes, I saw you had one of those incredible hot fudge sundaes, I think it was. Oh my. That is absolutely craveable stuff. If you're ever in San Francisco, there's also, if you're the adult persuasion, there's a great Irish bar right there on the corner by the cable car loading area that serves incredible Irish coffees. They line them up on the bar. There's like 20 of them. Boom, 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 boom. They fill them all up with coffee. And then they fill them all up with Irish whiskey. And they put whipped cream on all of them, and then they serve them out. And boy, they're really good. Amazing. It's really fun. And then after you've had little warmness warming up the blood, and then you go up to Ghirardelli and have a hot fudge sundae. That just tops it off. Woo! Yeah, baby. Lots of fun up there. San Francisco's a really great place. So my muscle mass went down, and my bone mass went down. My protein went down, and my body age. Oh, this one's tough. This one, I went from age 65 to age 67 in 2 weeks. Ouch. So I got work to do. As Ricky Ricardo would say, Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Yeah. So here we go. Explaining my weight gain. Well, I actually lost weight. So I could say, yeah, I lost weight. But no, the healthy stuff, the visceral fat, the stuff that I really need to work on went the wrong way. Muscle mass went the wrong way. So there you go. It's always important to look at the details and have the tools that you need to make sure you're reaching your goals. If I went for a long time just thinking, I'm doing good, but I wasn't. And you know what? The biggest one I found is insulin. It's called insulin resistance. And that's why my glucose has been elevated. I'm pre-diabetic now. So the benefit to that is that I know it. And now I can do something about it, which is great. So stay tuned. We'll keep working on this. And if you have any issues with, any desire to change and lose weight, get healthier, love to chat about it and see if we can work together to live longer, stronger, happier, healthier. So with that, I'll say goodbye. Have an awesome afternoon, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. See ya.